By March 13, 1954, General Giap and his troops were ready. They launched an attack on Dien Bien Phu, and it was the beginning of an intense fight. The French were surrounded by endless artillery fire from above and relentless attacks from land. The siege lasted for 56 days, with the Viet Minh attacking both day and night. They used a combination of conventional warfare and guerrilla tactics. The French forces thought they would be able to get air support, but even that failed. General Giap and his men specifically targeted their airstrips and transport planes. They were trapped. The French soldiers were dying, and they were unable to get supplies. As the casualties increased, French troops began to lose morale. However, despite their relentless attack, General Giap still had one final card up his sleeve. In May, he led the Viet Minh to launch a massive final attack on French positions in the valley. The French were overwhelmed and they gave up, with over 9,000 French soldiers surrendering to the Viet Minh. This victory sent shockwaves around the world. The Viet Minh had won, and Dien Bien Phu had fallen. It was the final blow for the French army. The war had become too costly to maintain, and they had no other choice but to leave Vietnam. It was their exit that led to the Geneva Conference of April 26, 1954. The aim of this conference was to deal with the issues from both the Korean War and the First Indochina War. There were multiple countries in attendance: France and Vietnam, who were represented by Ho Chi Minh and the Viet Minh; China, the United Kingdom, Laos, Cambodia, and even the United States and their arch-rival, the Soviet Union, were in attendance. The negotiations took place for over 70 days as they argued about the future of Vietnam. Finally, on July 21st, they were able to sign the Geneva Accords. Vietnam was free. It was agreed that no military personnel from foreign states should be allowed to enter Vietnam again unless requested by the local government.